What is up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. My name is Kobe. This is Pedalworks MTB. This is my first video. I don't really know what I'm going to do with this channel. I know I got a couple bikes I want to build. I got a couple bikes that I want to restore on the channel. But for today's video, I thought we'd start off with something weird, something a little bit different. Not really different because this video is all over YouTube, so I don't really know how well anybody's going to see this. But what I got for us today is the cheapest mountain bike that I could find on Amazon. And this is it. Let's get it unboxed. Let's get it on stand. Let's look at it. Let's take it for a ride and wreck it. I don't want to wreck it too much because I have a couple other ideas that I want to use this bike for. So thanks everybody for joining me today. Let's get this thing unboxed. Oh, where did I put my scissors? Why do I always do this to myself? Got them, they were in my pocket. It's a solid piece of machinery. It is all unboxed and put together. On Amazon, this is called the Catexan Mountain Bike 26 27.5 inch men and women mountain bike 21 speed adult bike, double disc brake, suspension fork, high carbon steel frame bike. It was $99.99 on Amazon. As after putting it together, it's pretty bad. Definitely see why it was only $100. Everything went together, but like at this price, I didn't really expect a lot. I was quite surprised to see that it had internal cable routing. Did not expect that at a $100 price point. Other than that, there it is. It's all put together. And then I would honestly probably say the most important thing to remember about mountain biking is that caution. The shifters would be damaged when operated at the stationary status of the cycle. Make sure following the user manual strictly. So this bike comes equipped with the Saiguan 21 speed shifter. It's not good. The rear derailleur is absolutely horrendous. It's almost impossible to get it adjusted correctly. I tried for a long time and I couldn't get it. It also makes this really bad noise when you're shifting. It shifts really, really, really rough, as you can see here. You can just barely get this thing to shift. Even while I was out riding on flats, I had such a hard time getting this to shift, both shifting up and shifting down. The front derailleur is even worse. I tried a lot to get this thing adjusted while I was out riding, just a little foreshadowing of what's coming up in the rest of the video. But as you can see here, it's just clunky. It is not good. And you can see here it's got the disc brakes, the cable actuated disc brakes. They're absolutely horrible as well. The rotors are bent coming right out of the box. And here we see the front of the drivetrain, the 3-speed front sprocket. It does have internal cable routing though, which I was quite surprised to see. And honestly, the paint job doesn't look bad on this thing. These front suspension is not good though. It bottomed out by breathing on it, and there's no adjustment for it whatsoever. You couldn't adjust it at all, even if you wanted to. It does have a kickstand though. The kickstand was nice, a nice feature for getting caught on stuff. It doesn't stay up at all, so every time you hit even the smallest of bumps, this falls. And again, the paint job looks nice. The Survival's camping bike. And here we got the front shifter, also made by Swangin, as we all know, is one of the top brands in the mountain biking community. They just won a World Cup downhill race with the Singuan drivetrain. So, and of course, you got to remember to be safe. So it's got this huge. It's not even a sticker. It's under the paint about wearing a helmet. Let's go ahead. Let's take it for a ride. See what it's like. All right, guys. Here we are at the start of the trail. Riding on this little concrete path to get to the beginning of where we can drop in at. So far, the bike feels absolutely freaking terrible. It shifts terrible. It rides terrible. It's got the huge front suspension, 25 millimeter stanchions, and it is so soft. I'm legitimately afraid to hit anything on this bike. I haven't even got to the trail, and I've had to stop so much because the seat's loose, the chain falls off. This thing is terrible. GoPro, stop recording. It's got a kickstand though. Oh my God, this thing is terrible. Oh, okay. So far, so good. I'm alive. Every freaking bump hurts. Figure this big downhill here, we could check out the brakes. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you can see, but the front wheel is also not straight at all. God, it hurts. Everything hurts on this bike. I can't even climb with this thing. It's so freaking bad. I don't know if you can hear this over the water from my heavy breathing, but listen to the chain. I'm back. And as you saw, I don't really have that much riding footage on this bike because it is terrible. The brakes don't work. The suspension is loud. Even just riding on a flat road, nothing. You couldn't shift it. It was so clunky and so loud, and the brakes honestly are horrendous. They are borderline unsafe. I was coming down a hill at one point and could barely stop. Now, the one good thing I will say about this bike is going off trail, on the trails, it didn't drop the chain at all, not even one time.
Damn it, dropped the chain. What I can say good about the thing is that it doesn't drop a chain at all. Dropped the chain. Hey, I'm riding on this and the chain falls off. Drop the chain. Dang it, drop the chain. Drop the chain.
The handlebars came loose, the seat came loose. I don't know how many times I had to stop and tighten the seat post down because it just would slide all over the place, turn them between my legs. It couldn't shift. It couldn't shift going uphill. I thought, maybe it's a $100 bike. I don't expect it to be anything grand. My thoughts were with it, maybe I can throw it in the back of the camper and leave it there for riding around the campground with my kids when we go out. I couldn't even do that. I couldn't take it on a trail. I couldn't take it on a flat cement path without having issues, even riding out to the trail. I had so many times I had to stop and tighten something up or adjust this, or I tried adjusting the derailleur to see if I could get it to shift better. Nothing. This thing is not worth $20. The suspension, the front suspension, terrible. Going over a gravel path that I was riding on, bottomed out, and it shook the living crap out of me. Bottom of the line, 100% do not waste your money on this bike. I think everybody kind of knew that coming into it, that it wasn't going to be worth anything. And coming out of it, it's worth even less than that. If somebody tried to give me this bike, I wouldn't take it. I have it here now. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I have a pretty good idea what I'm going to do with it. And that's it. So yeah, tune into the next video and you can see what we're going to do with this thing, where we see if we can make it a little bit more fun, which we can't, but we're going to try. Thank you everybody for tuning in. If you don't mind, if you like this video, if you want to see more of what I'm doing, if you want to follow me along with this journey right from the very beginning, go ahead and like, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Thanks everybody. Have a good one.